Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again, this time for a comic request by the famous Vintage Man Comics, Eric Breen. As he saw this in my haul, or in my last comic trade and manga haul, he requested that, well, he'd like to see me do a video or get my opinion on what I thought of this story. Now, before I start on this, I'd actually like to give a bit of a history of some of the stuff that I've read in relation to Mags Visaggio. I have read Mags Visaggio Sex, Death, Revolution, but they lost me at issue 3. Because there's something in there that I believe needed some accreditation and it didn't get some accreditation. One thing I have noticed though with Mag's writing, Mags can deliver sort of like a good opening story. And that shows even in this story. Something else I can add is sometimes that Mags needs a little direction so things don't fall out of place within the story. Now, time to start reviewing Jinny Hex by Mags Visaggio, with art by Malnikov and Guerrero. Starting off with the rating for the cover, I'm going to give this rating an 8 out of 10 because, yeah, it does match with something that happens within the story. And I really enjoyed this story. So I want to move on to the next thing, the art within the story. Covering the beginning, the middle, and the end. Now, this is the art at the beginning of the story, and I really enjoy what has been done here. Every page stands out, and it really got me engaged from the beginning to the end. I'll now move to the middle. As you can see, this is one of the villains that we encounter, who we also learn is connected to Jinny Hex. If I were to say one thing, this is actually a really nice, in-depth, bit of an origin story to Jinny Hex. I'd have to say better than Brian Michael Bendis. Sorry. As much as I know Brian Michael Bendis tried to have us like the character in the Young Justice run, the storytelling wasn't that strong. In this, it does actually come off stronger than Brian Michael Bendis. Now to move towards the end. Mags, all I want to say is a fantastic job in this story, and I can really see that you do better storytelling when you have a direction of where to go with things, compared to some of your indie works, which I've not completely enjoyed. So for the internal art, I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 5. Now jumping into the fun part, rating the story. Did the story give us cast of characters? You bet it bloody did. From Jinny Hex to Lady Bird to the original Jonah Hex to Jinny Hex's mother and also Three-Eyed Jack. It was incredible the way this story was delivered, and even the character characterizations of the characters themselves. It looks like you did your homework, and it's nice to see a creator do their homework in relation to, say, a character which is connected to basically DC's Western cowboy comics. And that's fantastic. Did we get location? Yes, we did. We found out pretty much where we were at the beginning of the story, which is in Texas, and as you can see, it's also covered on the cover with Jinny Hex's belt, and that is excellent. Did we get time in this? You bet we bloody did. In fact, I enjoyed what Mags Visaggio did when meeting up with the person who was believed to be her father or her dad, and you put in basically timestamps to show their interaction with each other, and it really worked. I mean, it really worked. It got me engaged all the way through the story. It got me engaged, and I enjoyed that, so thank you very much. Did we get a comic reference? You bet we bloody did. So for the story, you're getting an 8 out of 10 from me. And a big thanks to Mags Visaggio, and of course to Eric Breen, who requested me to do a video or to do a review on this, knowing my thoughts and opinions. Mags, I think with direction, you're going to go places in your stories. And I think you'll do really well within DC Comics if you're able to keep up with the directions that they give you. I wouldn't mind seeing a second issue of this. Again, with, say, maybe the same amount of pages. It would really be nice to see. Until then, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and until then, let's keep it colourful. As you can see, I'm also on the road to 200 subscribers. If you know anyone who enjoys watching comic reviews, trade reviews, even manga reviews, you might want to direct them to the channel to subscribe. Until then, you are awesome.